Graeme, finished 0-0 here at Brunton Park. Just give us your overall feeling after that one.
It wasn't happy at half time. I thought we invited them onto the game. We had no purpose to our play. Talk about performances. Saturday's performance, I thought we were fantastic. We weren't at them levels today, so you could see that we probably the chances we created throughout the game, and we invited them on, and like I said, I didn't think we had any, especially first, have any purpose to our play. We passed it for the sake of passing it and didn't look to go forward quick enough. Second half, better at it, still could have switched it. We could have capitalised in better areas at times and wide areas. I wanted us to switch the ball a lot more. But it was a tough night. We looked at them, we knew they were going to be 2 banks of 4 and they were going to be tough, so it was going to be hard to break down. And like I said, when we had to defend, I thought the lads defended very well, and we were resolute. It was tough at times. Like I said, I just felt as though we invited them on too much.
Did it look like to you two nervy sides who were scared to really play forwards, scared to make that mistake that might cost them?
We weren't looking at that. I couldn't talk for Carlisle. We knew that's how they're set up. They're out of possession. They try and drop back out. They give you a possession of the ball at times, and then they want to pressure at times. So we knew it'd be hard to break down. I just felt as though we didn't capitalise in areas, or we didn't move the ball with the right purpose at times.
You said at half time you were frustrated, you weren't happy. What was that message at half time? Second half, obviously, it didn't get a lot better, but it was a little bit better than the first half.
Yeah, look, just a bit more frustration in what we could see and what we know we could do and what we didn't do. We invited, like I said, we passed the ball. We were passing the ball for the sake of passing it and inviting the pressure on us. And when there was opportunities to move the ball quicker into wide areas and then to try and exploit them, so it was, we were frustrated. There was a few things said to try and correct it, but look, we took a clean sheet, which is good. We could have nicked it at the end, which would have been fantastic.
Marcus Carver started the game once again, but obviously was brought off after 52 minutes to bring on Cullen. Did you just feel like Carver just couldn't get quite into the game? He looked fatigued from Saturday. Look, we've got to assess his fitness levels, where he's come from and where we can get him to. He's a willing worker and he wants to work. He just looked fatigued tonight. 2 games in a row now where we haven't scored, and you look at the 0-0s over Christmas as well at home. What do we need to change to start putting the ball in the back of the net?
Well, we've created enough chances, especially on Saturday, so them chances, as long as we keep creating, that's a positive thing. Didn't create enough today is what we would have liked, but we still had a couple of chances where we could have nicked it, so it's just about, like I said, taking them opportunities, and we'll keep working on that. What's
been your message at full time? It's always a serious case. If you're not going to win a game, make sure you don't lose it. But what was your message there?
Yeah, we've just said it yourself. If you don't win it, make sure you don't lose it. We should have had 2 clean sheets in the last 2 games. We did tonight. But yeah, look, I just said standards. We know we're better than that performance, but we defended when we had to defend. And we stayed strong that side of it. It was just, like I said, we just know our standards, we can be better.
Looking at your bench tonight, when you're looking at options and attacking options, Joe Gray comes on once again but doesn't come on until 88 minutes. Did you feel like there might be an opportunity to bring him on a bit earlier?
Yeah, you were looking, I was looking, but the problem you got is our marking. When you look at set players against, we already took 2 of our markers off, so you've got to weigh up your little bit of balance of Carlisle scored in the last 5 goals have scored have been from set players, so you've got to have one eye on what the benefits are for us and what the benefit is going to be for could cost us. So I wanted it would have been nice to get his legs on a little bit early, but while we're in the game and I thought we were still pushing on, we still had a chance, and it's hard when you look at the size of us at times. When it's set players, we've got to have that one thing in mind.
Next up for us, Stevenage at home, the South Direct Stadium. Do you feel there's a little bit extra pressure on now to go out and get the 3 points?
No, there's pressure on every game. We'll be setting up and we'll be working on what we need to work on, and we'll be going out to win the game.
Just finally, just kind of in the whole action of today, we just want to ask you about Matty Daly as well. Matty Daly's sailed a loan move to Bradford. We put on our website yesterday that Huddersfield recalled him due to injuries, and we've had a few fans saying we'll be lying about that, but we just wanted to clear it up.
No, the call from from Huddersfield on Sunday to say they would call him because he had an injury to the first team and they'll assess him. I spoke to Huddersfield again on Monday because I knew he was going in train with them just to see how he did. He said he played in a game. And the manager wasn't quite thought he was ready for them, so he'd be going back out on loan. I asked a question. He said he had a couple of options, but he didn't tell me what. So I presumed it might have been the league above, but it wasn't.
That's just football, isn't it?
That is football. Yeah, look, they looked probably and thought he hasn't played the last couple of games. We'll get him somewhere. We knew Bradford were niggling from the last time. The lads were saying they were already onto him, and they'll have been onto, like as footballers, they'll have been onto Huddersfield and asking the questions. So it could have been done before. I'm not sure, but that's football.
Thanks very much, Graeme. Cheers.